The Spanish Bulldog. Before we begin, I just want to say thanks to everyone. We finally hit 500 subscribers. Let's make it to 1,000. The Spanish Bulldog, or Alano Espanol, is a very old breed of unknown origin. It's theorized that they came from dogs that traveled with the Alani, the nomadic pastoralist people during the 5th century. They found themselves performing many roles as time went on. Hunting dogs that would catch boars and deer, guard dogs for protecting their property, and a manager of cattle, both wild and semi-domesticated. They would also be employed in a much more wicked role. Dogs of this type would aid the Spaniards in the subjugation of the Native American people and would also recapture escaped slaves. It's believed Becerrello, a legendary dog owned by Juan Ponce de Leon, may have been an Alano Espanol. Becerrello was not only famous amongst his fellow Spaniards, but he had also almost had a godlike status in the eyes of the Native Americans. One story says in a battle that lasted about half an hour, Becerrello alone killed 33 indigenous people. He could instill fear into the Native Americans better than 50 soldiers could. When Ponce de Leon was away on business, some of the soldiers would entertain themselves by harassing their captives. One such incident involved a soldier giving an elderly Native American woman a piece of paper and telling her if she didn't deliver it to the governor, she would be torn apart by the dogs. As soon as she was walking down the road, the soldier sent Becerrello after her. The woman went on her knees and prayed to him, "O Lord Dog, I am on my way to deliver this letter to Christians. I beg of you, Lord Dog, please do not hurt me." Amazingly, Becerrello stopped, sniffed her paper, and peed on her. When Ponce de Leon heard about what happened, he commanded, "Free her and send her safely back to her people, and then let us leave this place for now. I will not permit the compassion and forgiveness of a dog to outshine that of a true Christian." Becerrello died in the pursuit of troops. He would normally wear protective padding to keep him safe from oncoming arrows, but for whatever reason, he wasn't wearing it that day. He succumbed to his injuries after the pursuit. His handler knew that the natives would believe Becerrello was indestructible, so they did everything they could to keep his death a secret. They buried him in an unmarked grave in hopes that the native people wouldn't learn that he had died. They did this to further instill fear through his reputation alone. "If you don't comply with what we order, we'll bring back Becerrello to wipe you out." Becerrello also had a son named Leoncielo, and he possessed the same vicious temperament as his father. Like other bulldogs, the Alano Espanol would also be used in bull baiting until 1880, when it was prohibited in Spain. This, along with the introduction of foreign hunting breeds and innovations in livestock management, saw a massive decline in these dogs. A group of dedicated enthusiasts in the 1980s sought to revive this breed. They searched all across rural Spain for good specimens, and they were fortunately met with success. They found a few Alanos in the southwest portion of Spain and a stable population of 300 in northern Spain. The Alano Espanol was recognized by the Spanish Ministry of Agriculture in 2004, but is still unrecognized in every major kennel club. They are still used to this day for hunting, guarding, and managing cattle. When hunting, not only are they working alongside up to 20 other Alanos, they also work alongside a dog breed known as the Podenco. The Podenco is a sighthound breed, and they are tasked with locating the boar. When they find one, they surround it to prevent it from escaping. The Alanos then move in to hold the boar. A well-bred dog will completely ignore their feelings such as fear or even pain, and will hold on to the boar until they are told to let go. They are also incredibly agile. Some are able to run up trees and can leap from great heights. These dogs have been carefully bred to survive and perform hard work under harsh conditions. This had made the Alano Espanol an incredibly healthy breed. They may suffer from common large breed issues, but these problems are very rare. Another interesting thing about their health is that they can apparently recover from injury and illness a lot faster than other dogs. Some specimens have supposedly recovered from conditions that were expected to kill them. I read about one that survived parvo thanks to their genetics alone. It's still very important to visit the vet regularly and make sure your dog has all their vaccinations in order. The Alano Espanol has a life expectancy of around 11 to 14 years. Males are 23 to 25 inches at the withers and weigh between 66 and 88 pounds. Females are 22 to 24 inches at the withers and weigh between 55 to 77 pounds. The Alano Espanol would be at its best in a rural environment. I'm finding multiple sources telling me that they would do best as an outside dog. I'm having trouble trying to find the exact reason why, though. One said something about how they can be somewhat hard to house train. Another said something about destructiveness. But there are many ways that these problems can be remedied, so I doubt these are the only reasons. If you know why, then they might say this, then please leave a comment. The Alano is quite capable of surviving in both hot and cold climates. Ideally, you want them to be able to watch your cattle at night, so maybe it's okay to leave them outside in that situation. The Alano Espanol is very good with kids, but be sure to raise both your dog and your child very well. They both need to learn how to interact with each other. Even if the dog is the most trustworthy dog you've ever known, never leave them alone with a young child unsupervised. I was surprised to learn just how well they do with other dogs. I was expecting, based on what I've read about the other Bulldog breeds, I was expecting some same-sex aggression, but they're actually really good with other dogs. However, they won't back down if challenged by another dog. The Alano was bred to work with many other dogs when performing various tasks around the homestead, so it would thrive with another dog around. They are quite intelligent, but they aren't for everyone. They aren't for pushovers. If they respect you as their leader and caregiver, they may be one of the best behaved dogs you can have. Of course, they need plenty of exercise as well as mental stimulation. So would I consider having an Alano Espanol someday? I'd say it depends. I really want to figure out what this whole they do best as an outdoor dog situation is. If they can find more joy indoors when raised inside, then maybe. I guess I don't like the leaving a dog outside because I'm a worrywart. I had a friend in high school who had a wolf dog, and his dog's litter mate was killed by a black bear. I'd hate to find out my dog was killed by a predator in the middle of the night. Of course, having a large pack of dogs would deter a bear because they don't want the smoke, but their safety is completely guaranteed if they slept inside at night. Again, this is just my reasoning. I don't live on a homestead. I don't have any livestock. This dog would simply be my companion. If you need something to watch your livestock at night, then feel free to get an Alano Espanol to sleep out there with them. And for the best possible results, have multiple dogs to deter predators. Next time, I will be talking about the Brazilian Bulldog. Let me know in the comments if there are any dog-related topics you'd like for me to discuss. I love taking requests. I'll gladly fulfill every single one. Please subscribe and share if you enjoyed this video. Let's try to hit that goal of 1,000 subscribers. Do you have any experience with the Alano Espanol? Let me know in the comments. Have a great day, and talk to a friend about how Ponce de Leon freed a woman and left the area they were in because they didn't want to be outshined by his dog who peed on her instead of killing her.